What is up, YouTube? It is Daiki or Daiki Style Gaming, and I am here to not talk about Anthem, actually. So as the title of the video states, I'm not here to talk about Anthem. I really want to talk about the real problem and the main issue. Now first, I want to say I know a lot of people know about the article that came out from Kotaku from Jason Schreier talking about BioWare and, quote, Anthem. But my biggest issue with this is that Anthem should not be the focus of this article right now. But I see YouTuber after YouTuber after YouTuber who is covering this article, using this article as a way to continue to bash Anthem. And don't get me wrong, Anthem has a lot of faults and I am not even going to try and defend it in this video. But Anthem is not the focus of this article and shouldn't be the focus. Even though it is titled Anthem, What Went Wrong, it's mainly about BioWare and their leadership. So I'm not even going to talk about Anthem because, again, that shouldn't be the focus, and it's extremely irritating to see YouTuber after YouTuber use Anthem so that they can draw people in and continue to bash the game when really this isn't a Anthem problem, this is a BioWare problem. And apparently it was a problem that was happening even before Anthem because, again, this was happening according to the article during Dragon Age Inquisition. So again, I really don't feel like it should have even been called Anthem What Went Wrong, or people on YouTube, Anthem the state of the game, why it's failing, Anthem this. No, they should really be talking about BioWare, the company, the development, and the leadership as a whole. And that's what I'm going to break down right now, because part of me really didn't even want to make a video in the first place touching on this subject. I was even asked in my Discord if I would, and I said no originally. I thought maybe I'd make a community post on the channel, but then I was like, nah, I don't even want to talk about this subject. But after being on YouTube for the past couple days and seeing people use this article to continue to bash the game as if this is the main problem of that article, I'm just like, wow, y'all are going that length to continue to bash the game. Like I said, I'll admit the game is in a horrible state right now. That's the main reason why I really haven't even been covering it much on my channel, because I haven't even found the need to find myself playing the game anymore. But I'm not about to use that article to continue to bash a game that, honestly, most people know isn't doing well in the first place. Honestly, everybody knows it's easier to make a video hating on something because most people like to feel validated in their opinions. So if somebody else hates on something and you're making a video hating on it as well, that's just giving that other person validation to continue to hate on it. Again, if you already hate it, good for you. But we don't need 7, 10, 15 videos of you saying why you continue to hate this game. We get it. You've made your point. In this article, especially to me, I don't know why I feel the way I do about it, but this article should not be being used to bash this game, to promote and fuel your hate for this game. And that's my biggest issue going on with YouTube, is that this is not the main focus of this article. Anthem is not the main focus of it. Even if people are titling it that, Anthem is not the main focus, because as I said, this has been going on before Anthem. The main focus and the main takeaway from that Kotaku article should be about the developers, how they were being treated, how the leadership ignored most issues that were going on with the game, how there wasn't really even a game to start with, how this has been going on since before Anthem, and how devs were wanting Dragon Age Inquisition to fail just to prove a point that this isn't the right type of work environment. This article is about BioWare as a company, their lack of leadership, the type of workplace that the employees at this company had to deal with, mismanagement of time, apparently resources too, their employees' mental health and well-being, and clearly their lack of awareness. Now, I know most people have probably already read the article, but I'm still going to leave a link to it in the video description just in case you haven't, because it is a very good read, and it is pretty lengthy, but it's worth reading. And when you do read this, take Anthem and even game development out of your mind. Read this as if you're reading the views from an employee and their job. Think about the positions that these employees were put into, whether it was them just recreating a level over and over again because leaders couldn't make the decision for a certain game mechanic to be in the game or not be in the game. Or how one branch of the company completely ignored another who actually had experience running a live service and they were just like, nah, you're our B team. Or after working on a product for 5 years and having nothing to show for it. Having employees taking stress leaves for months at a time, some never even coming back. Having veterans within your company that have been there for decades leave your company and take other veterans with them. You had employees crying in the closet and more. Mental breakdowns. It's ridiculous the type of environment that these people were forced to work through. Then to find out less than 2 years before your game's supposed to come out that this is the product that you're supposed to be shipping, and now you're supposed to rush to release a product. adding even more stress and pressure to your employees because the leadership was slacking and had nothing to show for all those years of work. So again, like I said, this isn't an Anthem thing. This is an employee thing. This is a BioWare issue. Like, you have to look at this article from the employee side of things. You have to think about what would happen if you were in their shoes. What would you do in those situations? What would you do if you had a boss or a manager that was absolutely doing nothing for years at a time but expecting you to deliver a great product? And more importantly, what would happen to leadership or a boss at a normal job if they were offered a promotion at the end of a 7-year term just for the vice president to walk in 5 years in and be like, so show me what you've been doing these past 5 years. And then if the boss was just like, oh, I've been doing nothing these past 5 years. Do you not think that boss or manager would be fired? There would be some new form of management in charge to actually run your store or operation? Like I said, it blows my mind reading this article and seeing how bad things were mismanaged, how bad time was mismanaged, and the employees were mismanaged. And for the leadership to apparently take none of the blame. And I haven't even touched on that PR press release that BioWare released that honestly didn't even make the situation any better. Because one, they released that post without even reading the article themselves. And then two, BioWare's post itself was super just unaware of what they had said. At least that's what I feel like, because I have no reason on why they would release something like that. And then two, BioWare's response seemed to be super unaware of its own issues. Starting off the article by saying that they stand behind their leadership. No, the leadership was the issue. Then further, in a layman's terms, in BioWare's post, they went on to pretty much say, we accept your criticisms and responses, just not about how we make our games. Or better yet, you shouldn't criticize us because we worked hard on this game. And again, BioWare being unaware of the issue. I'm not criticizing your work on the game. I'm criticizing you on your treatment of your employees. Now granted, yes, there are YouTubers, like I mentioned at the beginning, that are using this article to continue to bash Anthem, but that is not the problem. It is how the employees were treated at BioWare. So to see that post from BioWare, to see that that's what they actually decided to release, it's just mind-boggling to me, to be honest, and shows how unaware of the situation they actually are. But outside of the way that they treated the employees, another thing that got me super upset to the point where I was like, yeah, I'm going to definitely cover this on the channel, was the fact that none of the developers, the community managers, none of them are even addressing this. None of them are like, yes, this actually happened, we're sorry, or oh, we're going to make a better work environment for our employees. They're just acting like this isn't an issue, when it is. I would at least have some more respect if they would have been like, yes, this is happening, we're going to make this a better work environment for our employees going forward. But no, they're just acting like this article doesn't exist. They're acting like this isn't an issue when it is. Now, I know Casey Hudson did make a post 3 days after the article released, after, again, the backlash started coming in, but it was another PR press, and it wasn't a, oh, we're sorry type of thing. But all this to say is, I really don't know if I have any more faith in BioWare right now. And this is coming from a channel that essentially grew promoting BioWare, their values, their companies, giving them props on the development of Anthem, not knowing what was really going on behind the scenes. And that's why I feel like I'm more upset, because now I feel like a sucker for even promoting anything that BioWare was releasing when employees were going through this at the same time. And honestly, I'm not going to be one of those people who are like, boycott BioWare, boycott Anthem. I'm never going to touch another BioWare product again, because again, who knows? But currently as it stands, I'm in no rush to really want to support BioWare at the moment. And it's sad to see some of the integrity of some of the other Anthem content creators in the community not even want to speak out on the subject as well. And I get Anthem content creation is your bread and butter, but it's an issue and it should be spoke out against regardless. Whether you want to keep making content for your channel or not on it, that's fine. But I mean, there's a line you got to cross where it comes from being a suck up and blindly supporting somebody to having morals and speaking out when something is wrong. But that's honestly all I got on the topic, guys. This was another unscripted rant, but again, this was something I really didn't want to talk about, but I felt the need to talk about. So here it is, and there it is. I don't know, again, if I'm going to be covering any more Anthem content on the channel. Again, I don't want to say never, but it doesn't look like it's going to be anytime soon. So if you are subbed for my Anthem content, I'm sorry, but again, I don't know when I'll be covering more Anthem content on the channel. I still have other games lined up for the channel that I'll be covering. Mortal Kombat, Borderlands 3. I want to start covering some more Division content on the channel. So I have other games planned, but in terms of Anthem, if you come to the channel for Anthem, I'm letting you know now, you might want to unsub because don't know how long it'll be until I start covering Anthem again. Or any BioWare product for that matter. So with that, I'm going to end the video, guys. Thank you all for watching. Like always, I will catch you all on the next one. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the subs. No plug today. Peace.